exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How the hell y'all doing? We're off a day, baby. It is Wednesday. We're not supposed to be here. It's a makeup show. We're having a little family gathering tonight just because we missed last night. It was unavoidable. I had some serious concerns with a friend of mine last night, and well, actually for the last 2 days. So that's why I have not been on the air. And but right now it seems like everything is fine. Let's hope that holds true. So Susan Greenland was the first one to jump in, followed by new to this Bunny Griffin. Thank you very much. He's here. Sam is with us. Vincent Johnny, Ronald LaChance, and Martina, Kelly Harris. Busy Lizzie's here, and Dina Michael. Get it out. Let me see here. Teresa Hicks is here. Trudy Baxter. Oh, Lord. Danny Pomeroy. Ann Jacobs is here. Jamie B. Boy, howdy. Stephen Scott. I'm just tickled to death. Anybody's here. It's an off night. Let me get this on down here. Johnny McCartney is with us. William Kennedy Jr. Thank you. Julie Snow and Brenda Rivera. Anyway, yeah, it's a makeup show. It had a lot of going on in my personal life since I last saw you on Sunday, and which involved hospitals, emergency rooms, and all sorts of stuff. Not for me, but I was the ambulance, the go-getter, the go do this and go do that guy, and so the last few days have really been ate up. I have not been in the freaking news at all, hardly, just a glance here and there. So yeah, I almost hesitated about doing a show tonight. But hey, Randy, woo, pig, buddy, how you doing? But as I always say, this is a family meeting, and the family didn't get to meet last night, so we're going to meet tonight. Anyway, what is going on? Well, we're at day 19. Day 19, of course, we won that war 18 days ago. That's right. First hour, it was over. We won. And the last 18 days have just been, I don't know, pounding the shit out of crap. The U.S. intel says the regime is still is still intact. They're degraded, but they're not going to go away. This isn't going to end tomorrow. This is going to last for a while. And yeah, we're not getting any help from anybody that we're asking for. Not that Donnie did that in the right way. He just said, well, I want y'all to help it, but fuck y'all, we don't need your help. So, what kind of message is that kind of bullshit? We've got our ass stuck over there, and ain't nobody wants to come to our aid because of a dick move anyway. And if you ask him what his plans are, hell, that changes every few minutes. And it's pitiful. Today we got to witness Mark Wayne Mullins. I got to see a few minutes of that, not very much. I hear it didn't go too well for him. He's the one that's going to take over Homeland Security, and since Kristi Noem is gone, and boy, howdy shit, he's I don't know. I don't trust the guy. I just haven't. He's a wrestler, I guess. My problem with him is that he claimed to be on a special military mission, and it's so secret he can't tell anything about it. But the records show he's never in the military, and I kind of take offense to that bullshit. Uh, I don't know what kind of story he's trying to pull on everybody, but it was some secret bullshit that he supposedly did, and yeah, we're all waiting to hear that story. But yeah, Tulsi Gabbard was in front of the committee today. Uh, Let me see, Tulsi Gabbard. No, she was trying to think. There was two of them today. Oh Lord, have mercy. That's where Mr. Chick would normally be here to chime in and let me. Lady Freedom, how are you doing,
Good,
darling?
Don. How you all doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Kind of late on everything today. I got news in front of me, but I hate doing that shit because if I'm not familiar with it, I hate running my mouth. But this was more about a family. Warrants or bust. House hardliners deliver ultimatum ahead of spy powers vote. Trump, I'd say
Yeah,
a lot of headlines, baby. There are every day.
yes, a
There's no
whole
lack of
lot.
shit going on every day here. But
Yes,
anyway, how did your day go?
even though that one thing with the Tulsa Gabbard, uh, it does have my jaw drop a little bit with what she said about it wasn't her job,
Yes,
about the immediate threats
right,
an adversary
right. To
is.
identify
That,
threats.
that
Yeah, that's not her
that's
job.
her job.
Really? Really? I think it's in
Yeah,
your
that's
freaking
her
job
job.
description. It is her job.
And
That's
and here
exactly
she
what her
is saying
job
it's
is.
Trump's job. And I'm sitting here listening to that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
does anyone there read what their job
Not a one of them in their positions are there
stuff?
to do the job that it implies. They're there to take care of Donnie. That's it. And the big question for her is, what were you doing at Fulton County? What were you doing there?
Oh, yes.
And that got a little, because she's saying the president asked her there, and the president is saying no, it was, oh Lord, Pam Bondi.
DOJ.
Yeah, yeah. So they're
It
trying to
just it
pass
keeps.
off.
It's like what happened here in Maricopa County
Mm-mm. There's no end to this shit.
because we had the same thing happen here. They
Yeah, her
came in
job was
and got
stealing ballots from
the
Georgia and Jacob.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what her job was. Because we all know that whole little raid there was bullshit. That outcome had already been determined many times over. There was nothing to see there, but he goes to raid it again, takes all them votes and something, and you bet
Mm-hmm.
your ass at some point he's going to come back in and say, "Oh, look here, we found out that the Democrats really did cheat, and he was supposed to have won Georgia and all this bullshit," and somehow infer that the to impact the midterms. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but that's his goal. He knows his ass is in a bind right now. He's not gonna. His party is not gonna fare well as it appears right now. You know. Yeah, Rand
Oh
Paul
no.
did hand Marky Mark his ass. I heard little bits and pieces. I got to see of it in the clips. Uh, yeah. Yeah, my last several days have been ate up with hospitals and doctors and all sorts of shit that go along with that. So,
Well,
yeah.
my days have been busy too, so luckily I just can't keep myself away from the news that much.
You know,
I'm always going to find a way to sneak in there. I, I got
every time I got a chance to go out to the car, and just sit out there and catch my breath, and yeah, I would turn on the news and see what was going on and everything. But
yeah.
yeah, no, my friend Deborah, by the time I picked her up on Monday morning, we spent most of the day there at the VA, and but she could hardly walk 10 feet without just damn near collapsing. So we ended up at the emergency room on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And she was in the emergency room until Wednesday night. So it was an ordeal. Hello, Dangerous.
Hey, aloha.
Aloha, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
How'd you fare from the storm? Brother, I'm sorry. I just now dawned on me I did not answer your message, but I got a message from you about the storm.
Yeah.
That came through there. I suspect everything you fared all right, or
Well, we came out okay, but
yeah.
the state
But
is ruined, man. The state is ruined,
is
and
that right?
we got another Kona low over us right now, and they expect rain all the way through the weekend. So you get 8 feet
Oh
of
shit.
water in 4 days. That causes problems, and
Yeah,
then you add
especially
more
with the
water on
terrain.
top of
Yeah,
that.
the terrain in
It's
Hawaii is
the
not.
islands are flooding. They're flooding.
Boy, howdy
I mean,
shit,
we've never seen. I've been here 35 years, and I've never seen a storm like this. I've lived through hurricane.
man.
I've lived through wind. I've lived through fire. It almost sounds like a James Taylor song, but um,
Oh
it
lordy.
was crazy. I mean, we just have never seen that. They kept warning us for days too, brother. They kept warning us. They kept going, there's a Kona low coming that's going to be like nothing you've ever seen. And right now, too, the weirdest thing was I told people, I go, you watch. Right after it passes us, it's going to hit Washington, Oregon. They're going to get slammed, which they are right now. And then
Are they?
it's going to cause this major historic heat wave in the Southwest, which is exactly what is happening now. I mean, they got temperatures. In fact, they got
Oh
temperatures of 109 degrees in Phoenix in
yeah.
March.
I
That's
seen
not
a headline.
that's not unusual for them right now.
No, in March.
Not really. Well, in March it's a little.
Little
Here in
Yeah.
early.
Tucson,
LA, LA,
we're at
yes.
Little early.
92.
LA clocked in at 98 yesterday.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
today we're at 92
That's
here in Tucson.
I don't want to
pretty
talk about
damn
the weather.
hot. Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
want to
right.
talk
You're in
about the weather.
Arizona, so
'Cause
yeah.
Yeah.
my, it's
Well, we
been
got
pretty
another
well
one coming,
perfect here.
so
The
we're
forecast for all week is going to be pretty much perfect. Sunny skies and about highs in the mid 80s to
I'm
you
not
know
saying that we don't need the rain. I mean, that's one thing. We just don't need it all at once.
no
That's all.
no. Everybody likes a little
You
rain.
know,
Nobody wants a flood.
Mm.
You know.
no. And I
No.
mean, because we're in about a month or so, we won't get any rain, and it's hurricane season until November. So
Yeah, don't bring up that
that's,
subject. That's when my
I know.
butt starts puckering, is when it's hurricane season. We're long overdue right
Well,
where I am down here in
we live
Corpus.
through it every year, my
Yeah,
friend. We live
every
through
year
it every year.
your butt puckers a little bit every time you hear the words "this just in."
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah, well,
hell.
tornadoes would make my butt pucker. Trust me, a
Yeah.
tornado would be even more butt puckering for me.
Well, I
'Cause
often argue that point uh, uh, because out of all the weather around the world or around the United States, say, on the East Coast, you got northerners. You got severe
Right,
winter
doesn't
weather.
raise your
Uh,
right.
yeah, out in West, you got earthquakes and shit. In the mid section of the
True.
country, you got tornadoes. You know,
Tornadoes,
all that
and
all
they
that
just
kind of
pop,
shit. All that shit
and they
happens
pop
right
up
now.
like out of nowhere. Right, they pop up out of nowhere.
Hurricanes are
Next thing you
terrible,
know,
but
is
at
like,
least I have a heads up. It's reported about a week before it gets here. Oh, look at there, low pressure out there, and they're projecting to come this way. We better keep an eye on that.
so
And
you
then
think
as
they're
it
able to
gets
forecast
closer,
that
the
sort
more
of
your butt puckers. But yeah,
right? They're able to forecast it enough out, huh?
yeah, yeah. Well, we
But
usually can. I don't know what we can do right now with the cuts that have
yeah,
been made all over the damn place. I
National
don't know
Weather
how good we
Service. I
are
mean, those
reading
poor
it.
all those people that got blasted in the Midwest. Did you know it took them 10 days before FEMA would even give them the funds because of fucking Christy Noem's $100,000 fucking bullshit? In fact, there were search and rescue teams, local search and rescue teams. They use a particular app that basically shows within minutes where the tornado touched down and what area it affected. And that particular app, Christy Gnome, went and didn't bother paying for, renewing. It was a $200,000 contract. It's called something like Cloudify or something like that. And all the search and rescue guys in the Midwest, they had to go out and basically look for people blind. They didn't have the app. When they went to go use the app to see where the tornado touched down to go to those areas first, the app wasn't available. And that was all Christy Gnome. Now it's available after the fact.
After the
now
fact.
it's available. Yeah, right. 12 days after the fact. So go figure.
Lord, howdy shit.
Anyway, you
Howdy
know what?
shit.
Something really friggin' weird happened to me too, by the way, John.
What? Weird as
you know,
in
here you're
aliens,
talking
or?
about dealing. Well, you're talking about hospitals and shit. And
No. I don't
I
know
went.
near one right now.
Well, I went to Oahu 2 weekends ago. I had to go over there for my wife, a doctor appointment. And then I visited some family. And I caught a little mild cold. It only affected my left tonsil one night, which was weird. And I mean, for an immunocompromised guy after a liver transplant 3 years, I just passed my third year. I could be around sick people and I never get sick,
Yeah.
but I get a cut. Oh, I got to deal with that immediately. But anyway, I
Yeah.
had this really weird, like on Saturday night that weekend, my left tonsil started hurting really bad. It was so sore. So I started gargling with, salt water. And I thought the next morning, oh, it's going to be full blown. Next morning, it was gone. But guess what? So was my voice. I had absolutely no voice. I could only talk in whispers, and I had to get back on an airplane and fly back to Maui. So I came back, and I had no voice. Monday, the day I got back, I had a voice that sounded like a Tibetan monk or Bowser. I mean, it was probably about 3 octaves lower than it is now.
Yeah.
And I was a little achy, took some leave. But then on Tuesday, March 3rd, I was just sitting here watching some videos at about 8 at night, between 8 and 8:30. And within a couple minutes, I felt something really kind of unusual. Well, it wasn't really quite noticeable, but you know that feeling like when you go up an elevation and you know how your ears want to pop, or like there's a pressure gradient change
Right,
in the air,
right,
and you're
yeah.
it was kind of like that, like an Ascension tube thing, like I had to yawn, whatever.
Right.
But guess what? I now have sudden my hearing 100% in my left ear disappeared in minutes, just like that,
Oh,
and
shit.
it hasn't come back. Yeah. And so I was going to blow it off. And I thought, well, then I tried to call my primary care physician the next day. She wasn't available. So then I went and I decided to ask AI. I asked Copilot. I told my symptoms. And it told me, you need to seek immediate medical attention. You
Get
got
your
a
ass
20.
up, go to the emergency room.
Yeah, it said you got a 24 to 72 hour window that if you don't seek medical attention, you could lose it permanently. Because sudden hearing loss.
Well-
So anyway, yeah, I had to go to the emergency room that night, and they couldn't find anything. They just handed me a handful of friggin' steroids and sent me on my way and told me to shoot some Afrin up my nose for a couple days. And
Boy,
I've
howdy.
been to an ENT, and luckily I pulled my old audiology reports from like 6 years prior. I figured, that way then they could at least, if they're going to do a hearing test, they could map my previous hearing with what I have now. The guy looked at it. He goes, "Your right ear?" He goes, "You've lost maybe 5% in the 4,000 hertz range. Other than that, it maps perfectly. Your
Well,
left
good.
ear, look at that." He goes, "Severe." In fact,
They're
he goes,
fucked up,
they
huh?
do this thing where, yeah, they say a word, and and then they want you to repeat it, right? Where you hear it in one ear or the other. You know what my hearing comprehension was out of that ear? How many
Huh.
words I can identify?
Not many.
16 fucking percent. 16%.
That's not much.
Everything sounds like I'm lucky if I hear any low frequency sounds like a rumble coming from that side. And other than that, if I try to put a pair of headphones on, it sounds like a kazoo. If anything, what frequencies I do hear, oh, it's horrible. And you know what? This is my career. Do you understand how finely tuned my fucking ears are? I mean,
I
I'm a
would,
recording engineer. I am a sound engineer. I'm a
yeah,
disc jockey. I use my ears for a living. And now half of the world's gone. I mean, all I can hear
yeah.
is I
That's
hear half of the external world, and the other half I hear this fucking intense ringing sound. So my
yeah, that's
brain has
not
been
good.
battling for
Oh,
no, my brain's
tinnitus,
been
baby.
Hello,
yes,
Jorge.
tinnitus to the nth degree. Oh God, this is
Well,
you know
anybody that's been around me very long will tell you I lost it a long time ago.
you what?
Lost your
Whatever it
voice
is,
or lost your mind,
I
Jorge?
just lost it.
You just lost it, period.
Yeah, but this is
I
I
lost
don't
it
know.
at the drugstore.
This is kind of devastating for me. I mean, the only other thing that would be more devastating is if somebody cut my dick off. Okay, so I
Oh,
mean, I use
yeah.
my
Yeah, let's don't
ears
go to
a
extremes.
lot. Well, I don't
Speaking of
think I'm
having
just
your
eating.
urologist on speed dial,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, well, I'm being, kind of facetious, but
look up orchiectomy.
Look
Okay,
up what?
what?
orchiectomy. It's like
Orca. What are you
orchid
doing with
without
an orca?
orchiectomy.
I've heard some kinky shit, but
I'm fixing to have my whale removed.
your whale removed.
Oh God.
How did that whale
Well, you
get
know
there?
what? And here's what the
Anyway,
doctor tells me. I got an MRI plan, and that's going to be kind of revealing. I pray the MRI, and I hope I could get in there before, Saturday, but we'll see how that goes. But you know what? When a doctor tells you it's idiopathic, that's just another way of a doctor saying, I'm shrugging my shoulders. I don't know. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah, this is kind of like, I don't know. I really haven't wanted to talk to anybody. I mean, when I'm in this kind of state, I'm depressed. I'm very depressed because my hearing hasn't come back and it's been over 2 weeks as
well,
of yesterday.
dude, I had high watt cabinets. Okay, I played a Marshall head through high watt cabinets,
Right.
and that's the same thing that made Pete Townsend deaf. Okay,
Yep.
so yeah, my kids go, hey, you ought to get some hearing aids or something, and I tell them I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't
I
want to hear
have
it.
a hearing aid for that ear. And if I try to
No,
put that in, and I haven't worn that thing in probably like a year or whatever. If I put that sucker in, everything sounds like a kazoo. In fact, it is so annoying to put a pair of surround sound headphones on when I'm busy
yeah.
playing like PS5 because everything on that side sounds like a kazoo, like and I mean that's annoying. That is fucking annoying. So
Well,
anyway,
I
I've been
like
having
my
mild
headphones
battles.
because I have my tinnitus and the ringing just is always there. But the
Yeah.
headphones kind of bring it in tighter, closer to my ears to where I can hear a lot better that way.
Well, even if I put some in there, those earbuds, even if I try putting those in,
Yeah.
normally, even when I had 40% hearing loss from a gun misfire, about 12 inches, the breach was 12 inches from
Oh
a
Lord.
30-30 from my ear. So I knew I already had 40% hearing loss. But if I put in earbuds in my ear, it's so distorted that it's annoying. It's just like, like a
Uh.
kazoo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of screwed right now, and I really hope they can reverse it or figure it out
Yeah,
because
Good
they'll
luck,
figure it
brother,
out.
man. I
They'll
mean, we're
get you
all
thank you.
hooked up.
rooting for you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
everybody's hoping you get the best treatment you can get. You know.
Thank you, sir.
John,
Yes,
did you see Tulsi the other day?
Tulsi Gabbard.
Back to the nasty of it all. She was testifying before Congress, man,
Right.
and Congressman Ossoff. He asked her. He said, "Was America in imminent danger from a nuclear attack by
Yeah.
Iran?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, only the president can determine that."
Only the
And he said,
president.
"No, you are the
Yeah.
director of national intelligence. You're the
Yes.
one
I
who's
did see
supposed to
that.
do that.
Yeah.
That is your job.
Only the president can do that. Are you shitting me?
You
That's
don't
the
even
guy
know
that
what
Director of
your
National
fucking
Intelligence.
job is."
You're
he's the
supposed
guy that
to.
has a special crystal ball, right? Nobody else has. She has a special crystal ball.
No,
Yeah,
and
she's
it-
got
and it's a
something
bone
special,
ball.
all right. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure it's a ball.
I
but
don't know, but they're,
It's a bone
whatever,
ball.
whatever it
It's a
is,
bone
they're
ball.
licking it every day.
dog it.
They lick
I
it.
see you,
and,
baby.
Oh, God.
It's the 8-ball.
Yeah,
I think
magic
they're-
8-ball.
Jump
I
in
think
here,
they're
Bill.
crystal
Remember the
balls,
magic
not
8-ball? Remember the magic 8-ball?
Yeah, you shake it and
Yeah,
Will-
that's how they're making
will I
decisions.
get married? And it says, fuck you, you're an idiot, you know? Yeah,
Is that what it
the
says?
magic 8-ball.
Oh,
I had a
God.
bad
Uh.
experience with it, I guess, maybe. Yeah.
You silly guys.
Well,
I
we
don't
keep
know.
on laughing, man. Try to laugh through the storm.
I guess Rand Paul. I just started watching Keith Edwards before I noticed he came on a
Oh,
show. I guess
Oh,
he
yeah.
fucking raked Thomas Massey
Well,
over the
he was
fucking
kind of
coal.
pissed off about getting his ass whooped and Massey not being, Massey made fun of him, kind of. And, Massey tried to start a fight basically on the House floor or something.
Oh, I remember
It
the
wasn't-
fucking union
that's
guy.
who he
That guy
is.
would have fucking turned.
That's who
that guy
he
would've
is.
turned
And-
his butt
and
butter.
he's like,
I
what?
wanted
He's
it.
ready to take off that
Yeah.
ring and get with it, baby.
he-
That's
he-
right
Oh,
here.
I
graduated-
wanted that little short fucker. I would have loved to have seen that the ALL or AFL CIO guy. Fucking, he's a fourth generation
Yeah,
fucking
would've-
Bob.
good
Yeah, he
old
wasn't none
whooped
too
him.
small.
Yeah.
He would have
Slammy
fucking. He
Hager.
would have given him a world of hurt. That would have been
Yeah, he would have
hilarious.
whooped his ass would have been whooped before he even knew what happened.
And you remember who actually told him to sit down was Bernie. Bernie
Yeah.
goes, "You're a state senator."
Yeah, he had to be
Yeah, you're a
reminded.
U.S.
He
congressman.
thought he was still at
How about that?
WWE. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Susan
that's the
Greenland just
mentality of
came
this
in.
fucking administration. They're all fucking WWF motherfuckers.
Have
You know what I
you
mean?
seen
They
the
want to have the
cat-
U.S. fight on the fucking White House
Lose
for
control of this
250th
shit real
anniversary.
easy.
What
Have you
American? What
seen
American wants that?
the Cash Patel Nikes?
Cash Patel Nike.
The what?
Hey, let me thank Susan Greenland,
yeah.
who came in with a $2 donation and said, Epstein. Yeah, because that's what it's going to take. And I did see something on Epstein. What was it today? Jeez, I'm sorry. My whole last several days have been a blur. But I did hear something about the Epstein. What was it?
Oh, there's a lot going on. They're going to bring the lady in, the guard.
That's
to
what I think
ask
it was.
her.
They would bring Pam Bondi in. Oh,
Well, they
that's
got
what it
her.
was. They
They're
brought
also
Pam
bringing in
Bondi
the
in.
female guard. They're bringing the
to-
female
to-
guard
Was
in
that
who
the
was there.
one? Was that the one that was buying the Land Rover?
Yes, that's the one that
Yeah.
was getting all the money
Yeah.
beforehand and after.
Was
Right.
buying
They
the
got some
Land
questions
Rover
for her.
and shit. Yeah, that's pretty
Right.
sketchy.
They got some questions for her.
Yeah, I got some questions for her.
There's a lot of damn
Yeah.
questions. But no, this was about shit. Oh well, it was about Pam Bondi not complying.
Oh
with the,
yeah, she's
with
put
the
in today.
subpoena.
They pulled a subpoena. They subpoenaed her ass. She has to show up on April 14th. And you know what? Her and Todd Blanche went and immediately, once they got the subpoena, they picked up the phone and they go, "Hey, we're going to show up for a private hearing tomorrow."
Yeah,
They're trying to
yeah.
cover the ass.
They're trying. Yeah, they're
because
trying
they don't
to
want to do it
pass
under
this
oath.
off,
That's
whatever the
reason.
fuck it was.
Yeah, they don't want to do it
It
under
was a
oath.
dog and pony
And I-
show today, as
I
far
would
as I
love
can
to
tell.
see them say, "Fine, you know what? Raise your right hand and do. We're going to
But
do
yeah,
this under
let's
oath."
do
They
this
should do
under
it
oath.
Okay,
deposition.
raise your right
Yeah,
hand,
she ain't gonna do that.
Right.
and we'll do it right now.
Right.
She ain't gonna
Correct.
do that.
We got you here.
And
You
there's
know,
a reason.
scheduling. Forget about the 14th. Let's just do it today. We're
Yeah,
here
let's do it
Well, let's
right
go.
now.
right now. Well,
Yeah.
all the members
Did
of
that happen?
correct.
No.
Well,
No.
fuck if I know. I haven't watched the news yet, so I don't know.
No, that's what they're trying to
I'll
do.
tell you
They're
one
trying to
thing.
play
What
this
about
off, this
Jared
bullshit they
Kushner?
did today as a congressional hearing?
Well,
Democrats
Jared,
just about walked out.
Let's talk about
He's-
Jared. Him fucking
he's over
hitting
there
up
hitting
over
the
there
Saudis up for more money.
Wait,
$5
one
billion
at a
dollars. He
time.
wants $5 billion. What the fuck is Affinity Partners anyway? What the hell is this equity fund? What is it?
Well, we know
What the fuck
it
is it?
man.
It's a slush fund. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
Come on.
It might be disguised as something else, but that's what it is.
Well, it's kind of funny how the Saudis paid him $2 billion, and then they got
Yeah.
everything they wanted when fucking what's his
Well,
face, the princess,
They
calling up
got the
Trump. Going,
U.S.
"He bombing
military to
Iran."
attack their Iranian neighbors.
Yeah, how's that working
And
out?
Saudi Arabia doesn't like Iran. And I want to know, you know what? By the way, I want to say something here. I want to say something. Does anybody out there know what has anybody heard about Israel's defense policy called the Samson Protocol? Does
No.
anybody know about the Samson Protocol?
No, I haven't heard of it.
Okay, Israel
Not-
has something called the Samson Protocol, and that's their defense policy. Now, if we recall, this comes back from biblical times. You remember Samson and Delilah?
Yeah.
Do you remember the
Yeah,
whole
big,
yeah.
strong
story?
guy. Yeah.
Okay, guess what? Israel's policy is if you attack us, we are going to start nuclear war. They are a suicidal state. They have it written in their doctrine that if you attack us, we're going to initiate nuclear war. We're going to bring Armageddon to planet
Well,
Earth. If you want to eliminate us, we're going to eliminate everybody. That is their policy, and that is shocking that
Well,
our
they've been-
parasitic
they've been
welfare
attacked.
queen state of Israel. Well, I'm just saying, if somebody tries to wipe them out, they will hit the button and they will launch all
Well,
their
that's
nukes.
what the
that's
fear
gonna
is all
basically-
over that area over there, is that somebody's going to toss a nuke out somewhere. We're worried about Iran doing it. You're saying that we have to worry about Israel doing it? Whoever the
Yes,
fuck
they're
does
the
it
ones who are-
fucks up the world,
They're
baby.
running our foreign policy. In fact, I
well-
didn't know it, but it was Lyndon Johnson. When I was 4 years old to 7 years old, he was busy making deals with the Israels. That's why we're so tied to Israel,
We
because
are
he was
tied-
having an affair with this Jewish woman. In fact, it's all documented.
That's
Anyway, so he's the guy that basically got AIPAC and all that, all real tight, got us buddy. And since then, Israel's been running our fucking foreign policy. They know that they're like the fucking little kid on the, your little brother that likes to cause trouble, and he causes trouble on the school playground, and then the big brother has to come in, who's us, and wipe up his fucking mess he made. That's exactly. Israel keeps dragging us into everything. And why do we give them $14 billion a year and they got universal health care and free college? And we don't even
well,
have it.
there's damn good questions right there. Why do they have free health care for their citizens and we don't? Because they're smarter than us. I don't know.
What benefit do they give us? What benefit does Israel give us? They don't give us, they don't manufacture anything. They don't do anything for us. Why have we hitched our wagon so tight onto them? Because they're now running our. It's a good question.
It is a good question, but we've been tied to them, for reasons would be hard pressed to explain. They're an ally of ours, supposedly now, but I take this all the way back to the USS Liberty in whatever
Correct.
fucking year it was, when Israel attacked an American ship, strafed it, bombed it.
The Liberty.
Liberty. USS
They killed
Liberty.
34 people.
Yeah.
They killed 34 of our fucking service
and we
members.
just turned around and left.
Right. In fact, they got the
and-
distress call. They started to go towards them to go save them, and fucking McNamara picked up the phone and said, "Turn around, let them drown." McNamara did that because Johnson was tight with the Israel lobby back then. And I didn't know this till just days ago. I found all this out, and it's the truth.
It was a very shaky damn deal and always will be. And our ties to Israel go way back, all since the time Israel was founded, and because we played a big role in that. And
May 14th, 1948. That was their birthday. Which is my birthday.
And it was also the demise of the Palestinian.
Also.
It was also the demise of the Palestinian people. Because if anybody looked at the map prior to that time, there was a place called Palestine. It was right there on the map. And now it's not there. And that's what the big... But, Israel's not going to be happy until they have from the river to the sea, which means all of the West Bank, including Gaza and everything. That's their thing.
What about... And you're talking about the West Bank.
They keep pulling us in.
Huh? Who are those? What's that family? The Adelaide family or whatever? Those big
Oh,
donors to Trump. They gave
I'm not.
They gave $1 million to his campaign, or more than that, and they got everything they wanted in the last administration. Jerusalem. Now that's where the U.S. embassy. That's something they wanted. There was one other thing they wanted that they got done in Israel, and then the other thing that they're asking for is they want the West Bank completely taken over. That's why they've given money to Trump during this last election.
They've damn near
So it
done it
seems like
already. They've taken settlement after settlement after settlement. They keep doing it. So they're damn near just taking
yeah, and now they're taking over
taking it
Lebanon.
anyway.
They're telling everybody in southern Lebanon, move north,
Move
and
north.
you are not going to be able to come back. They're telling people you're going to have to relocate, and they're just going to basically seize all that land, which is going to put them in the same position because then they're going to be butted up against Hezbollah again. So it just recreates it. They're just slowly encroaching on everybody's land around them. And
Bill,
I don't know,
Bill,
dude.
you still with us, Bill?
It's not a pretty picture. All I know is we're the little people and we can't do anything about it. Which really is
Ain't it
pathetic.
sad? Ain't it sad?
We're kind of
not
like being drug along. You know what I mean? Whether we like it or not. Dragging and screaming, we're just being drug along through the mud. And I mean, it's sad. What do you do as a human? What do you do as a human that lives in a free country still?
the best you can every day.
I mean,
Stand.
it's depressing, dude. It's very depressing.
Well, that's why that's why we're here, is because we. Oh shit! I forgot that was up there.
We all lick our wounds here.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Pretty
Licking
much.
my wounds. Lady Freedom,
Yeah.
what do you think, darling?
Right now,
I was
it's
just-
so mixed up. I'm still scrolling through the news right now. What can I say? Hello, my name's Lady Freedom, and I'm a newsaholic.
Yeah.
And
We all have to be nowadays.
Well,
We have
I can
other
tell
things
you
we'd
right now,
rather
the
be doing.
gas
But
prices
if you
are gonna
don't pay attention, you miss it. You know what I mean? This world moves so fast. You are right.
Iran strikes Gulf energy sites and major fires erupt at major Qatar gas hub. So, yeah, prices are going to keep going
I'm
up.
kind of. Does this sound weird? But I'm kind of rooting for Iran to hand us our ass.
Well,
I mean,
I'm not
a
going that
fan
far.
of my.
I'm not going.
Well, I
that
mean,
far.
I'm not a fan of the Ayatollahs or the IDF, or I mean, the Iranian.
It's a bad deal all the
government.
way around. He went in
I
there
mean,
and
I'm
he
not
started
fans
kicking
of
over.
them.
There's no end to this shit. This shit is going to
But-
haunt us for years. And he thought
Yeah,
he could
they
just go in there, kick over some fucking trash cans, scare the
another
shit all over
Venezuela,
everybody,
right.
and that the Iranians were just going to, fall over and give up their arms
Capitulate.
and just just we give
They're
up.
very smart people. They're very advanced.
Yes.
They are very
Yes,
advanced
they are.
people.
They're
They were
advanced society.
They were smart. They go, we're going to just go ahead and lob all the cheap shit at you first and let you fire all your expensive shit. Then we're going to bring the big boys out. And then
Well,
you'll
I
have
don't
nothing
think
left.
it's not the big boys. It's the little boys that I worry
They
about.
nickel and
Yeah.
dime you to death.
There you go.
And you're
There you
spending
go.
$1 billion
It's-
and they're nickel and diming you.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
they'll
you know
tank
what?
your
They're
economy.
hitting some fucking interesting targets too. I mean, shit, they hit the U.S. embassy in the green zone in
Yeah.
fucking in Baghdad. I mean, they hit it fucking square on. They are not missing. If they get them through, and I mean, fuck, Israel had no idea about cluster munitions. That kind of fucked them up.
Well, the
They're going,
Russians
holy
kind of
shit.
been helping their asses a little bit, huh?
Wow, they're getting. You know what? And it's funny.
Their
There's a
targeting
blackout.
is getting awfully good, isn't it?
Well, there's a blackout in Israel. You can't get any news about what's happening, but things are a lot worse than what people, our legacy media isn't reporting diddly squat on this shit. I find like the Times of India, and some other like Al Jazeera English, I find those news agencies actually reporting what the fuck is going on, because what we're getting over the news is this whole patriotic, get
Reuters
behind
is
our
doing
troops.
That's
It's a
another
bunch of
thing on Donnie's
propaganda.
list is how the news is doing, what our networks are.
Right.
Use it.
They
Yeah.
wanted all propaganda.
Well, they
like
Yeah.
want to charge them with treason if they don't
Yeah.
cover if they say the war's bad.
Yeah, let's see him
Yeah.
try that one.
Let's
You ain't gonna get too far with
yank
Well,
that.
their
if he could, he
That
would.
FCC
If he
clearance,
if he
He can't.
if and they're trying anyway to sanitize the news or whatever you want to call it.
Well, get this. The other day when Trump was busy lying on TV, I was tempted to call the FCC and go, hey, this news agency, this guy on the White House in the Oval Office, he's lying. Revoke his license.
Yeah, revoked his license.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's fake news. That's fake news.
well, you can tell
You
when
know,
Trump's
what he
lying.
said.
He's opening his mouth. The minute he opens his mouth, you
Right.
can bet your ass he's
But I
lying.
mean, you know, if you want to point fingers, go ahead and point it at him
All
first.
right, boy, howdy. Adrenaline rush. How in the hell are you doing?
Well, for an impromptu meeting on Wednesday, I wasn't
A
expecting
little
this.
bit. We just threw one in here because we missed Tuesday. I didn't get a rant out Monday. I didn't get anything done on Wednesday. So, hello. We're just
How's the little
an
lady doing you were
impromptu.
taking care of?
Huh?
How's the little lady you were taking care of?
She is doing much better, Miss Deborah. And for those you don't know, Miss Deborah's been a friend of ours for damn near 40 years, and a great friend to my wife. And but here lately, she's been having a lot of trouble, health problems, and yeah, pneumonia. Shit.
Everybody keep her in your prayers. Oh, pneumonia could be devastating for somebody at our age.
Yeah. So it was pretty.
But
rough
you got to
on her,
say,
but,
as long as she's got immediate medical care, the prognoses are
Yeah.
usually pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty good. She's doing much better now.
Thank you for
because,
taking care of her, John. That was
well,
sweet
yeah,
of
it's
you.
one of these positions where she's all I got left. As far as friends that I've had forever, she's
Right.
that's it. You know,
As a
and
caregiver. Right.
yeah, well, that plus she lives about 20 miles from me in the direction
That ain't far.
farther away from Corpus, so it's a hell of a
That ain't
run.
that far, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but worth every bit of it. She's a dear
At
heart.
least you're not going
Uh,
across state. At least you're not going to another
Oh, no.
state. So,
No,
well, that's
No.
good. That's good that she's got an angel like you watching over her.
yeah,
brother.
that's me, an
Awesome.
angel. That's
You
me.
are.
So,
huh? Yeah.
We're gonna
We're,
put
All right,
better in.
ladies and-
we're angels, ain't we, John?
Ain't we? Ain't we?
Yeah.
We all are. We all
look
are.
at,
Believe
look
it or
at our
not.
record,
My
man.
wings are
We're
a
all
little.
angels.
My wings
baby.
are a
We
little
are
battered
angels.
up, but
This whole group, don't anybody ever put yourself down because we're all really angels in disguise.
Yeah.
well, we all
We're
hold
the
each other
smart
up.
ones.
We all keep
We're the
each other
smart
afloat,
ones.
baby. That's what this
We're the
is.
smart ones that can see through
Hoorah.
the fucking fog. You know what? We've got night vision on. So guess what? That's us. We have night vision where everybody else is blinded.
so back
I've
where
been called
back to where you
I've
guys
been
were
called
talking
a
about
lot
blowing
of
shit
shit,
up.
but not an angel. I've never been called an angel before.
You're just an angel in disguise.
Yeah.
It's your secret power. Your secret power that comes out
Yeah.
only at moments
Yeah,
when
there you
needed.
go.
That's
Oh,
kind of
oh.
like an old David Bromberg song, "Devil in Disguise." Yeah.
About
Well, I
So
say,
back,
I'm gonna
back
throw
to where
this
you guys were
video
talking
up.
about blowing shit up.
hold on, y'all are stepping all over Miss Lady Freedom.
Oh, sorry. You just followed you.
about 22 minutes ago, Al Jazeera has released an interesting thing that says Qatar says Iran attack caused significant damage at Ras Lafan gas facility.
Yes.
That's
This
the
particular-
LGF place.
That's-
Right. That's the
That's
liquid
the
gas
largest
one.
facility in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, its biggest thing is natural gas.
Yes.
Yeah, ONG.
It liquefies natural gas.
Yeah, liquid natural gas, right.
Yes, they're
So
throwing
that's
out.
the shortest. That's the biggest thing they could do shy of a nuclear
Boy,
weapon. Is just
that
blow up the
must
whole
be a-
goddamn natural gas and oil market.
Must be a hell of a fire, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's
Oh, I
huge.
would imagine.
Oh yeah,
I would imagine.
I imagine
You know,
the
this-
explosion
it-
was huge. By the way, it's a war crime to go after desalination plants. The fact that Israel went and hit that desalination plant right off of the coast that basically affected 30 different villages, you know, they run on desalination
Yeah,
plants in
that's
the
the only water
Middle
they
East
have.
because they don't have fucking fresh water. And to go out and get rid of civilian
You take away
infrastructure
their
like
water
that.
supply.
You can't do that. That's against international policies. That's a
I don't think they pay
humanitarian thing.
attention to that. I don't think they pay
And
attention
then
to
what the
that.
fuck? What the fuck are we doing to Cuba? They've been out
You
of power
didn't
for
used
days.
to be able to get away with
There's a
that, but
damn good
now you
contrast
can.
right there. When you're talking about them cutting off water in Iran, we've cut out power to Cuba for weeks now.
Yeah,
It's
and
getting
we
bad.
want, you know what?
And
We want
because he
people to
wants to
die.
destroy him,
It's
so we
pretty
could just
fucking
walk
obvious.
right in and take
It-
over, I guess.
Yeah, we want people to
He
fucking die. That's
He
what's the
just said, "I'll do
problem.
whatever I want with Cuba."
Yeah, and it's all fucking little Rubio's fucking dastardly
You know
plan.
it's
It always
Marco.
has been. Give it,
But
you know, Marco wants to rule
Venezuela,
fucking Cuba. Let him go fucking
Venezuela,
rule Cuba. Get him the fuck out of the U.S. Tell him to go back home.
Hey,
Let
let me
him
send out
Venezuela
a
gave
let me
oil
send
to
out a
Cuba, and
let me
that
send out
powered
a
Cuba.
let me send out a big thank you to KY Moon, who came in with a $2 donation and said, "Cue the Blue Dot song. Fuck Donald J. Trump and fuck the GOP."
Rock
You
on,
got it, bub.
baby.
to shut the fuck up, 'cause
Oh,
nobody
Lordy.
asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the
Oh,
fuck up.
man.
Bow, bow, shut the fuck
No, they're
up.
not
Shut the
cooking
fuck
in
up.
Cuba,
Bow,
baby.
bow, shut the fuck
If
up.
they are,
Shut
it's
the
open
fuck
and
up.
open
Bow,
fire, baby,
bow.
because that's
I
all
need
they
you
got.
to shut the fuck up, 'cause nobody
That's-
asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow,
Lord,
bow.
tell me that didn't put a smile on your face.
Yeah, I love it.
I do.
That does.
I
No.
do.
You know, the Cubans are looking for freedom. You know that.
Yes.
They want freedom.
Well,
There was an old lady on PBS that said, "I would wish I would just die instead of," and then apologize to the good Lord above for saying that she just wanted to die to get out of that country.
things have been
Must
bad
be
in Cuba
bad.
for a long time because we've had sanctions against them all these years. You know,
Well, look how good
you want
things have
Cuba
been in
to come
Haiti.
along instead of cutting off their power. How about helping their ass out as much as you can? How
Or
about
Haiti.
that way?
Maybe, you know, look what happened in Haiti. We sure
He'll
helped
take
there.
that too if you can. Oh no, that's one of them shithole countries.
Right, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's one of them we helped, you know, arrange.
I gotta say, Putin and Netanyahu are gotta be the two second and third worst presidents we've ever had.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, you can,
I think we ought to call this administration Putin Yahoo.
Yep, there you go.
The Putin Yahoo administration.
And by the
Well, it would
way,
be-
so why did
it would be
Trump,
more appropriate.
get rid of why did Trump lower or get rid of any sort of oil restrictions on Russia? They're making
Because-
bank right now.
because of
and,
that.
and then on
And
and then
thank
on
you for
top
pointing
of
that
it-
out because that's exactly what
and
he
then-
did.
And then on top of it, another thing he did just like 2 days ago was there was the largest conviction happening against this bank that was known to basically funnel money, launder money for Iran, and it's a Turkish bank. And Trump went and said, "Forget going after him. Forget going after him." You know, they were going to be convicted for being the largest, money launderers
Donny
for
Boy
the
is
people
a
of Iran.
sellout to Russia.
So it goes to
He is
show
is
that
the most
really our foreign
pro-Russian-
policy isn't being run by us.
He
It's
is the
not
most
being run
pro-Russian
for the United
president
States
we've ever
benefit.
had. Don't look for Donald Trump to give Russia any shit over anything. He's given away Ukraine. We've turned our back on liberty and defense of freedom and all that shit we always believe in, what we say we believe in, and all that crap. We turned our back on that because fuck it. It's Putin.
Right.
And
And he knows all the intelligence
help
from Russia.
if the United States were to step up properly, Ukraine would kick Russia's ass all the way back to Moscow.
Fucking
If
A.
we were
Oh, yeah,
behind them,
if we-
but we're not.
If we were really behind it.
We're going to go invade fucking Iran.
but
But we're not going to
Ukraine,
help Ukraine.
This has always been
Ukraine,
Pete Hegseth's fucking holy war, by the way. He's
No,
been
the Saudis fought that.
anti-Muslim ever since he went to fucking Iraq in 2003. He's been anti-Muslim, and it's part of his crusade. Why do you think he's got that stupid ass tattoo on his chest? And by the way, I saw somebody expose all of this stuff about Pete Hegseth yesterday. There's this chick called Life Take Two who used to be an ex-Mormon,
That's right,
ex-MAGA,
Richard.
ex-white
Maggots are
supremacist. She
starting
did a
to
whole
hate him.
breakdown. Her name is Jenny something or another, but she did a whole breakdown on Pete Hegseth for 15 minutes yesterday that talked all about his tattoos, about his fucking belief, and how he believes this is a holy war.
Pete
This is going to
Hegseth
bring
is
Jesus
a
coming
waste.
back, and it's going to start Armageddon. That's what he wants.
Well,
And this is
that's
sick.
what a lot.
And fucking Israel's right behind him. They're going, fuck it. You know
'Cause
what?
they
We'll
want
just
it
blow up
too.
the whole world.
I don't know. They think it's going to bring on the second coming. In the midst, when the blood reaches the bridle of the horses, then the Savior
Right.
will return and we'll all ascend. Yeah, I don't like that story.
You know
It's
what?
a bunch of bullshit.
I read the book, and you know what the book says very
That
clearly?
book
It
says you're gonna
no
die.
man knows the day or hour. No man knows the day or hour
Oh, yeah?
except only my Father in heaven above. So what's going to happen is this. They're going to just fuck the planet up. Jesus ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. It isn't in our
Well,
time.
that's because they
They
didn't
have
drop
never
enough
been
fucking
here to
bombs
begin
yet.
with.
They'll keep dropping the fucking bombs until he comes. That's all.
Well, then there'll be nothing left.
That's
Or
nothing
until
left.
they come,
there's
I
the
don't
point,
know,
baby.
You know?
There's the point with that kind of thinking in our house. That's how come we have separation of church and state. It's so we don't have
Right.
lunatics that want to go to war to bring on some fucking imaginary magic man from the
You're
fucking
wrecking.
sky after the blood gets to the bridle and all that shit. After the suffering
John,
of
I'm not
hundreds of
sure
years.
that-
And do you know where that happens?
Shit.
Do you know where that happens? That happens in the Bekaa Valley, which is in northern Lebanon. That's that particular part in Revelations where it talks about that the blood will be so deep it'll get up to the horse's bridle. That's the Bekaa Valley in northern Lebanon, which Israel was just bombing as of last
Well,
week.
then they're getting a
They're
start.
now fucking
You got to
Yeah.
get a lot of blood into the soil before it actually starts rising. It's
Correct.
it's the whole liquid thing. Fuck.
this is
It's ridiculous when you get right down to it. But that's one of the reasons that just drives me away from religion. Because if religion was religion about what they taught, peace, love, and love thy neighbor and do good things and all that good shit, that'd be
what it's
great. But
supposed
it's
to be.
not. It's
what
not.
it's supposed to
It's
be.
not. It's. I'm going to kill your ass because you don't believe like I believe. And what the fuck is that?
That's the distortion. That's
that is,
that's Satan.
you know.
That's Satan. That's the adversary.
I don't want to throw his ass into it. Don't tell me there's a magic man under my feet that's going to fucking burn shit up. I just don't. We need. I don't know. I hate to get into that conversation
be
sometimes
metaphor.
because
You
it does.
never
We
know.
got to
They
get
could be
beyond that
metaphors.
before we'll fucking
Maybe
ever.
nuclear. Maybe a nuclear explosion is hell. I would say that would be close to hell.
Oh,
if you
we'll
were
just
at a
toss
nuclear
nukes all over the
explosion.
fucking place. There'll be hell on earth, and then we'll all sit around and wait for the magic man.
But on the flip side of that coin, John, there could also be heaven on earth. If we got rid of income inequality and we basically leveled the playing field and your next door neighbor had no more than you, there'd be no more war. People wouldn't steal. Everybody, if you get rid of this income inequality,
If
I heard it's
we
a
all
statistic-
lived by the
just-
religions they preach, that they
Well,
say
yeah,
they
if we all
believe
loved
in.
our if
You
we all
go
loved
up
our
in the
neighbors, we
Congress
loved
or in the
ourselves.
Senate, every
Yeah.
one of
If
them,
we-
you ask, yes, they believe. They're a big believer. Oh, Lord, yes, they believe. And then they turn around and do shit that fucks people
Well, if we
over.
loved our neighbors, we loved ourselves. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less.
You say that,
Do unto others as you would
Monday
have them
through
do unto you.
Monday through Saturday, it's a different fucking deal. It's only on that Sunday that, that gets thrown in the mix. Anyway, religion has its own thumb in this game, its own, hand in
Died
this
Speaking of
in the
that,
name
game.
of
John.
Christ than anything else on planet Earth. You know that?
Here's-
There's been more
here's-
wars, and people hide behind it as a shield. They use it as a shield to justify their actions, which Jesus goes, I don't think so. That's not
So on
what I
top of the
taught.
religion topic,
Yeah.
the Planeteer CEO Alex Karp purchased the historic
yeah.
St. Benedict's Monastery in Aspen, Colorado for $120 million in December of
What's that?
2025.
What business is that?
3,700 acres, including a
Planeteer.
24,000 square foot main building.
What is it? What's it going to do with it? Put
There
Palantir
are
there?
3 tributaries
Not good.
that go on that property. And they have 1850 water rights in Colorado law that haven't been changed since the 1850s. So if he wants to shut the water off to all the rest of the tributaries downwind from him, he can do that
Yeah,
because he has the
downstream.
water rights.
So what's he going to do? Build a data center there?
No, it was formerly owned by Trappist monks for 70 years. Maintaining the property's character as working ranch, protecting wildlife habitat,
Sam.
and honoring agricultural stewardship.
But
Bunch
what's
of
he
bullshit.
planning on doing? Is that what he says he's going to do
That's-
with it?
That's probably going to be, well, that's the fancy words that they gave to the board or whoever sold it.
The press release.
He also bought a
Well, what-
$46 million Miami Beach mansion in early 25.
Have you seen what that guy looks like?
Yep.
He's a fucking weirdo with that crazy fucking wiry hair. He looks like a fucking mad scientist. That guy, he's evil.
Might be.
Him and Beal, get rid of both of them.
Let me see here. Turned around and I see a hand up down there. Let's see what Uncle Fatty's got to
Anyway.
say. Uncle Fatty, how are you doing, brother?
Good afternoon, ladies.
What's up?
Here, almost still Tuesday again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Tuesday after Tuesday.
I've been tripping out for the
Deja
past
vu
hour
Tuesday.
going, wait a minute. I thought it was Wednesday. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I know you
Deja
made
vu
me think
Tuesday.
twice also, John. When I saw that your show started, I'm going, is it Tuesday?
Love it.
No, just to
I
make
had
up.
to check my calendar. I had to go, wait a minute, it's not Tuesday. Oh, well, I'll still sit here. I thought maybe you're doing a test,
Oh,
just playing
dangerous.
music.
Dangerous. You'd find that kind of interesting. HR, I think it's called HR 433 or 435, something like that, in the Florida state legislature.
Yes,
They're
sir.
trying to ban people from growing their own bananas and vegetables and star fruits and all that shit in their backyard.
Trying to
Why?
prevent them from doing that.
Why would they do
Yep.
that? How can they do that?
Because they want you to buy the shit that they feed you and produce for you.
Or
So
a
they're
license.
saying that you can't be a
Boy,
fucking
had
home
shit.
gardener
You
no
can't
more.
make this shit
You
up.
can't fucking grow shit in your own
I
backyard.
guess not.
Not
I guess
without a
not.
license.
Got to have an inspection.
Yeah.
Got to have the USDA in there, you know.
What the
Inspect
fuck
that
is going
tomato
on
plant
with
and
this
see if you-
country, dude? What the fuck is going on with us?
I don't know. Fatty,
Fascism.
what are you up to, buddy?
Man, I just got home from the snowboarding hill.
Oh,
and
shit.
it was a little rainy. You know, we're getting some rain, but that's good for the snowpack. So that's all
Yeah.
good. Can't complain.
Well, there you go.
I was
At least
just
you can
thinking, you know,
smile
that-
about it.
Our good old founding fathers, you know, they spent so long, literally 16 years, on the first 16 words of the First Amendment, right?
Ain't that something?
Without that clause, right, that Congress shall pass no law regarding the establishment of religion,
Religion.
we would have nothing else. Okay, they were Christian men, they were.
That's
And
the,
there-
that's the
nothing
rub.
to knock that.
That's the rub.
But,
They
you know,
were
they were
Christian
killing
men,
each
but
other
they recognized the
for-
danger.
Yeah.
Well, because for 250 years they were killing each other for worshiping a different
There you
Jesus
go.
here in America.
That's right. They came here from escaping England, religious persecution.
Yes.
I mean, they were the degens. They were straight up the degenerates that left Europe. They came over here and decided to pull the same shit. And, you know, Madison, man, I've really been deep diving on Madison the past couple of years. I mean,
Yeah.
and John Adams as well. And really even Ben Franklin, who was a self-prescribed, like, Scientologist as far as today's terms would go. But they
Right.
chose to be deist, right? They chose to acknowledge that there is a higher something, right? Whatever that something is to you,
Right.
albeit for you, that is wonderful.
There's the key
Or
word.
if not, that's wonderful too.
Yeah.
You know, and we each have the individual
That's how it all
choice to
works.
choose that. Well, because freedom of religion is freedom from religion.
Indeed.
Right.
Indeed.
I've been
God
hearing
gave us
this
all
talking
free
points.
will. God gave us
Guys-
free will to either follow him or not. So
Well,
it's our
that-
choice.
That's the idea behind the deist is that you know, basically we were just put here and we were given our own choices and our own means to make what we can with it. It's like
Right.
a terrarium, right? Where you put a frog in a fish tank with some little pool of water and some other stuff, and it lives and it does its thing, and you forget about it. And then
Yeah.
you come back to it once in a while. Well, as far as the deist is concerned, he doesn't really come back. You know, he just leaves us
Yeah.
to our own devices. And,
It
and when
is
we
what
look
it
at
is.
it from that perspective, and these talking points that Hegseth is pulling out, it's the same rhetoric, it's the same shit I've been hearing up here with these boot-stepping Gestapo assholes since the
Right.
90s. They traded in their Swazi tattoos for suits and ties, and they've literally taken over our country. It's
Yes, they
happening.
have.
We are
You
in
are
the
right.
midst. We're in the thrones.
You
We're
are
in the
very
grip.
correct.
Yeah.
You are
And
very
it's-
correct.
It's horrible. You know, and
It's what's
That's
it
what
called?
we're
That
fighting
white
against.
that white thing where people feel like, you know, pretty soon here in 2036, the white people are going to be a minority. And
you know what?
You know,
We already are.
what
bro.
is that called?
It
What-
already
what's
happened.
that called?
The great replacement theory. It's
yeah,
already
right.
happened. It
That's
happened
it.
this year.
I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Well, that's what they all fear.
Yep.
They all fear
Yep.
that.
As of February
Or
this year, the amount of
Stupid
birth
ass
rate,
reason.
the
And you
birth
know
rate
why?
numbers. Yep.
The reason they fear it is because we've been so shitty to everyone else that they're afraid they're
Yeah.
going to turn the
That,
tables
that-
on
yeah,
They're gonna be
that we're
shitty
going
to
to be
us.
treated the same way we treated them. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Payback is a
Isn't that's a
motherfucker.
sad that's a sad outlook
That's a good
to
one.
have.
It's the truth.
It is.
You're probably right.
Outstanding.
Yeah, Peter Thiel and all those guys, they've
Well, it's for
they've gotten into
a
this
big
prescription of it. But they're
Well,
all like
South
Zionistic.
Africans, though, man.
So
You got to remember, they're all hooked back to South Africa and
Yeah.
the apartheid down there.
Yep.
You know, they're all related back to that.
Oh man,
I
are you
mean,
shitting
Yeah.
me?
it is.
Are you
No.
shitting
And
me?
that's where Peter Thiel and Elon Musk is from.
Elon and Peter.
Elon and
Thiel
Peter are both from South Africa, so go figure. They grew up
And
under
none of them are
apartheid.
citizens of America. None of them are citizens of Europe. But they're all
South
about,
Africa.
trying to change those societies.
And Donald Trump has made South Africans give them a free pass right
Yeah.
in his golden.
Only
visa
if you're
card.
white. Only if
And
you're
then if
white,
you're
you
white,
can come
yeah.
to
They're all
America.
leaving.
See,
They're all
it's
taking
Only
off.
if you're
South
white.
Africa.
Down.
I'd
Yeah,
like
they're
to
leaving.
see
Oh,
somebody who
we got
minds
more
fucking.
problems. We got more problems. Just the color of your skin.
Afrikaners, baby.
NYX Nix just came in with a $10 donation and said Ohio upheld a law to require genital inspections of middle and high school in sports. It says exterior and
Are
interior.
you kidding?
Oh,
What the
I think
fuck?
They're going to start looking at
Jordan.
people's
What the
pants.
fuck?
Jim,
What
That,
you
that
got?
right there is a
Jordan
prime
gonna
example
do
of
that
fucking
or
bullshit going rapid. You know,
That's fucking.
Jim
That's
Jordan was
perversion.
inspector.
That's perversion.
that's exactly
101.
it is. It is distraction. Look at it there.
So I nominate Mike
That's a
Pence.
There's girls
You wanna
acting
look
like
at other
guys and
people's
guys
junk?
acting like girls. We can't have this. Look at that. The percentages of that.
You're going to look
are
at everybody's
so minor.
junk.
Huh?
That's
Yeah, I guess so.
perverse. That sounds
I
like
guess so. That's
child
right. It's all
exploitation.
all in the name of
Yeah.
making sure
that
your
sounds
child
like child
is.
exploitation,
you
dude.
know,
That sounds.
yeah.
You know what? People get
It's-
arrested. That's pedophilia. Okay.
It's the Jim Jordan law.
Ain't that
Yeah, Jim
sad?
Jordan is
Jim Jordan.
That is that is sad.
1,384 days late.
Look at their genitals. Yeah.
They
I
upheld
nominate
it.
Mike Pence.
Me-
I think Mike
they can
Pence
do
should
it.
be the
I'm with
genitalia
Ask
inspector.
Donna. They're perverts. They're perverts.
They,
Yep.
Well, wait a
They
second.
key
You're
in
saying
on
they
this
upheld
shit.
it?
Man.
They key
Yeah,
in
they
They
on
upheld
upheld
it.
it.
it,
Idaho
meaning-
did the same thing.
They can do it. Is that what you're saying? That they can do it? They upheld it, meaning that
Yep.
it's going to go forward?
Idaho did the same thing. Yes. Yep.
Gertrude,
Oh,
I got
my
us.
fucking
Lord.
God.
I
That
got
is
us.
Idaho's
sick.
getting ready to.
Gertrude in the house.
Idaho's getting
Gertrude.
ready to ban it. Yep. Oh, yeah.
She said
my
I'd put
God,
I'd
that
put
is-
She said I'd put a big dildo in my panties that day. Go ahead.
Well,
Papa.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Talk
Go
about
ahead.
Everything for
calling
the
in
truth,
sick.
bruh.
What
Just
are you
walk
looking
around
at?
with a big cucumber in your pants.
Hey, Jake Sellers came in with a $5 donation and said, I was put here because my mom and dad bumped uglies. I don't think it had anything to do with religion or God. Nope. Nope.
No.
Didn't have anything to do with that
Bow,
part.
chicka, bow, bow.
Yeah.
And if it did or if it didn't, all the more power to anybody is the thing. It's power
Whatever
to the
you do
person,
behind closed doors is your business. If you want to act like it's the second coming and one of you is, I don't care. Shit, that's what you do. Just, don't
Just
bring it
don't
out for the
bring
rest
it
of
on
us
me.
to see.
I'm not ready yet.
Unless they're into that.
That
I'm
Jen
not
gal,
ready
that
yet.
Life Takes Two channel is a great channel for anybody that really wants
She
to
is.
understand
She
kind of
really
how
is.
cults
Yeah,
work.
I like Jenny. Yeah, and you know
Great,
what? The
great
one she
channel.
put out yesterday on PXet, I highly recommend everybody watch it because after you see it, you're going to
On the
understand
money.
fucking that little keg set fucker better than you ever have. She actually read his book. She was reading his book. She was pulling excerpts out of his book. And, her being a Christian nationalist and white supremacist and former MAGA, if anybody has the authority to talk, she would. So, she's not like that anymore. It was very fucking revealing. In fact, come to find out, that one tattoo he has of the fucking cross with the crusade, with the sword through it, there's even a tattoo on his underarm on the inside of his bicep that says something in Latin that means that they'll all die. They'll all die. It's our right to go ahead and kill you because God says so. And you know what? He was actually, because of that tattoo, they wouldn't let him on particular shows because, in fact, the military even fucking flagged that on
been
it.
a controversial item.
Don't we deport people with tattoos?
Well, the military, they don't look too kindly
it's what
on
tattoos he has. He's got one of 1776, and he's actually got it written out in Roman numerals. And the only people that do that are white supremacists,
white separatists.
White separatists, correct?
Right.
Forgive
me.
me.
The supremacists use the actual Swazi, and the separatists will use the Jerusalem cross. But all in all, it's all the same. It's all the same BS.
Bullshit.
It's the same
He's
rhetoric.
got it all over his fucking body.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got it all over his body. And you know what? He goes to religious services every fucking Sunday. And when you heard that dictate come down from the commanders saying this is a holy war, people started complaining. 30 different bases, fucking people all over the place going, hey, this is what the hell they're telling us. This ain't right.
No, it's not. I saw that. I saw that report that there were several people that have already made complaints about the way the commanders are.
225 complaints for 30 different military installations. That's not, that's not just a fluke.
That's crazy.
No, that's a plan.
Our military don't work
that lets
way.
me know we still have some generals that actually give a shit. We still have some higher ups, some admirals.
I am counting on that.
Some 4 stars. I'm counting on it too, bro. I got to give it up to those guys. They're facing a hell of a lot of wrath for speaking up.
Yeah.
And what about Joe Kent? Even though he's total MAGA, that guy was an 11-tour veteran, ex-Delta Force, ex-fucking Green Beret.
Oh, got it quit.
He's also a Gold Star husband. His wife died in war, and he left his job yesterday. And you know what? Even though I don't agree with his policies, he's smart enough, and he did the most admirable thing any military guy could do, and yet call it brain drain. That guy, if anything,
even
he would have been the guy who would have stopped a terrorist fucking event in the U.S. because he was, probably one of the smartest people in the Trump administration, and now he's gone. So guess what?
Yeah,
they are kind of knowing that there's going to be another 9/11, and they want it to happen. They want it to happen so they can use it as an excuse to rally America behind whoever that enemy is.
Administration needs an attack.
Yeah. They're waiting for it. Just like FDR knew that Pearl Harbor was going to happen, was waiting for an excuse to get into World War II. And that was his way. This is all part of a fucking plan that I don't know who the hell these people are.
I don't think their plan is going well.
Dark
I don't think their plan is going well.
Plans.
Let me thank Nix. Let me thank Nix, who came back in with another $5. Said, how can these people play the Supreme card and the victim card at the same time? You kind of got to pick
That's the
one.
game.
Not them.
It's
They
a
can
tough
play both of
game.
them all day
You got to
long.
play the victim. You got to
And
play the
Plus,
victim so
yeah.
you can scare the
Well-
other side.
And Silly
They're the
Bebo
biggest
came
fucking
in with
no.
a $5 donation and said, another Duggar, Joseph, has been accused of something similar to his oldest brother. Really? Another Duggar.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going in my Rolodex.
Yeah, the
All
Duggar
pedophiles
family.
are victims, don't
The
you know?
Duggar family.
All pedophiles are victims, don't you know?
Oh, don't
Always.
you know?
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, Donnie comes across like some big badass, but he whines all the fucking time.
He's
You
the
know,
biggest fucking
either
snowflake.
you're a badass or you're a whiner. You can't
remember
take
how they
both
used to-
sides of it.
You remember that
Yeah, that's
label they
Roy
used
Cohn
to?
tactics right there. You
Do you
guys got to
remember that
watch that
label
new
they-
Apprentice movie. That Apprentice movie that came out last fall or whatever last year about Roy
Oh,
Cohn and how he
Roy
trained
Cohn.
Donald. It
I wanna
actually
watch
it describes it 100% to the T, right? He had 3 rules, right? Always attack your opponent, never admit that you're wrong,
Correct.
and never admit that you're wrong. Ever. Donald's
Ever.
never admitted he's wrong. Ever. He's never shown
Deflect.
weakness. He's never admitted to be. He's
No.
never paid his contractors
Oh,
in
he's
full.
showing weakness, all right.
He's always
Oh, he
sued his
shows weakness.
contractors. You
Well,
know,
he learned this shit from Roy Cohn. Okay,
That's
it's
it.
all Roy
Shut up,
Cohn.
piggy.
100%.
That was his
And
dad's
that
lawyer.
philosophy has taken over all of America. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, you don't even have to like attribute what attribute it is. Just the fact that MAGA cannot admit that they're ever wrong, because it's identity politics, right? When you identify yourself with a team, and your team is attacked, you're attacked. Therefore, you must attack.
And do you remember when they used to call us snowflakes, and they just love calling us
Right,
that?
yeah.
And yet they are
Look
now
how
the
touchy they
biggest-
are about shit.
they're the biggest
Yeah.
fucking snowflakes on planet Earth.
They're
And they
touchy.
hate it when you call them that, because they used to
All
call us
projection.
that with a big grin, which you
It's
know,
all
they
projection.
thought-
You know,
All of it. Yep.
Dangerous. That makes me want to go out and in the shop and build a snowflake branding iron and put it right on Pete Higgs' neck.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. But honestly, I
snowflake
mean,
right
you
on
know
his
what?
fucking
It's
head.
all
Need a
fun
branding
and games for them when they can point fingers, but then when the fingers are pointed back at them, they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're the victims.
Yeah, right.
Oh, fucking crybaby bitches."
Yep. It's all projection. That's all it is. Attribute
Accuse
your
others of what
opponent
you're
with
doing.
your attributes. So when you get caught doing it, it's
Yep.
all normalized.
Well, let us
You
all
know?
not
Yeah.
forget that our country is being run by children. There is no adults in the room. Period.
Fuck no.
That's
Yeah,
it.
well, you know, I heard something today that
It's
Jess
worse than
Gallimore
that.
said that a 12-year-old child could actually run the country better than Donald
Yeah.
does.
Fucking
Yeah.
A. He is a
It's-
12-year-old
It's not a
child.
lack of experience. It's a plot to just rape and pillage
Yeah.
as much as they can. That's what their deal is. They could give a shit less.
So
about
do you think
anything
they know
else.
that
They're
Amer-
there to
do
get
you
as
think
much
they know
money
Amer-
as they can.
Right. Do you think
No.
they know that America is a failed nation and we are failing, and this is one way to just grab what they can while they can, take it off the store shelves? before
absolutely.
it disappears?
Absolutely.
I'm starting to wonder, because they're
But here's the-
definitely flushing our whole 250 years right down the fucking toilet overnight.
Here's the thing, Dangerous, is there ain't going to be a hole that they can hide in that we won't be hunting for them when this
That's
shit
true.
goes down.
We will come
It's
after
gonna
them.
take
We will
work.
come after them.
It's going to be.
It's going to take work. But you know what? We'll have nothing
lot
else
of it.
better to do except hunt them down, just like they did the Nazis. Trust me, I'm
Yeah.
sure that there'll be a lot of people that have loved doing that. They'll stop their
Just look
jobs
at-
just to go do it.
Just look
You
at
know
the
what I
French
mean?
Revolution.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I mean, I
That's-
hate to see people die, but if they inflict pain on us, you need to feel some of that pain. That's my attitude.
That's what we're trying to avoid here. Is that kind of
Yep, indeed.
situation that this country cannot turn into a violent one-on-one, our side against them side. It just doesn't work. Who are you going to shoot?
See,
You're going to shoot your neighbor.
Nobody
It's going to
raised.
be neighborhood
I
by
agree.
neighborhood, and we can't have that.
Yeah.
You got to be the
No.
passive
What's-
monk. You got to be the
I
we
passive
also
monk.
have to think about this, John.
We have to be the brain in the room. And,
Yeah.
You got to be the passive monk. You got to sit down and just be peaceful.
Yeah,
What?
you also have to think about this, John, is this administration is nothing more than a cornered lion right now.
Yep.
They're damned if they
Oh,
do, damned if
yeah.
they don't.
Yeah, they're in a corner. This little bullshit into Iran is going to cost him because he thought, oh, the
Yeah.
world is going to come, everybody's going to come help us and all this. We're going to go over there and just wipe the folk. No, no. As a matter of
Right.
fact, he's pissed off because none of the other countries are stepping forward. And he's saying, see, I told you NATO wouldn't come. NATO did come when we were attacked. That's the deal
Right.
with NATO.
That was
when
the whole
you're
point.
attacked.
We weren't attacked.
Yeah, we
he
weren't
forgot
attacked.
that part.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
forgot that
He
part.
just thinks, well,
Like,
we're
what
in
is
a
it?
war, so they
NATO?
should all come on our side. No, it's
Right.
not the way
Attack
it fucking
on
works.
one is attack on all. And yet
That's the way
nobody
it works.
attacked
And
us.
the only
Right.
time it has ever been invoked was on 9/11.
Correct.
That is
Right.
it. So it
That's
does
when
NATO
Article
work?
5
Hell
came
yes.
in. Yeah.
Yes, it did.
So,
And we had to
what-
trigger
Until
him to
Donnie
even
came
coming to help
along,
us.
until Donnie
Yeah.
came along, and all of a
Publicly
sudden
shame
he's
us.
kicking everybody in the nuts, saying "fuck you." We don't need your ass. That's what he's basically doing. And now he finds himself in a
saw what the
situation
Irish Prime Minister did to
with
him.
the Hormuz
You saw it.
saying he's calling all these countries to come help, and in the same breath, in the same conversation,
don't
is
need
saying,
you.
"But we don't need them. We don't need them.
need
We've
you."
already won. Why come? Why come when the war's already over?" All that kind of shit.
Did you see the Irish Prime Minister? He kind of kicked him in the teeth yesterday in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
He,
I
he,
didn't-
he gave him a fucking dressing down. He wasn't going to play that
worked him.
game. He goes,
Good.
He worked his head the
no.
whole time he was doing
That's
it
the way
too. He worked him big time.
He did.
Good.
And did you notice
missed
what
it.
Don
Damn
did?
it.
When he was standing there, he looked like a fucking scolded child. He couldn't say nothing.
Damn, I missed
He
all the good
fucking
shit.
raked him over the. That was hilarious to watch.
I'll have to go back and look
It
at
was
that.
fun.
No, it was
Did you
great.
see
He-
the?
He did it
Congressman
twice. He
in
did it
the
once in the
chamber?
Oval Office, and then he did it at the press conference where they were taking report. He lambasted fucking
I'll have
Trump.
to-
He
I'll
told
have to
him
look.
that he thought this war was stupid and he should support Ukraine. If you want to win, you want to win against your adversary. Support Ukraine, like we will.
Hey, let me
You were
thank
right,
Nix.
John Q.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to thank Nix who came back with another $5 and said, "Oh shit! Did you hear Donnie say the age of consent was like 6? Search
Oh
it.
my God.
I wouldn't.
Yes,
I
he
wouldn't.
did.
Fuck,
He
I wouldn't
did.
put anything past that man.
that's
He is about as sorry as they come. And yeah,
He did.
I believe just about all the damn stories there are that they got going about him. Yeah,
By the
Kinda
way,
goes
I
back
Josh,
to
don't
what
know
you were
which
just saying there.
congressman it was, but
By
in
the way, I
Congress-
noticed-
That's what
in
kills
one of
me
the
about,
congressional hearings in
What
the
about
past
the
2
drug?
days. In one of the congressional hearings in the past 2 days, there was a senator that was holding up a photo of this administration. I can't even say the fucking name of a casket covered in a fucking flag, fundraising off of
Yeah.
that
Oh, I saw
fucking
that.
photo.
that right there should get you removed from office like yesterday.
They had a
You
dignified
can't do that. You
transfer.
can't
They had a dignified transfer
fundraise
today.
off
He
a
didn't go.
dignified transfer. Give me a
He didn't
fucking
go.
break.
He didn't go. 'Cause he's
This
pissed off
guy,
about
he is the lowest
hat.
of low. In fact, that's the problem. That's why America is how it is, because it comes from the top. By the way, I noticed, does anybody have anything to say about this stupid Save Donald Trump's Ass Act that they're trying to
The
pass?
Save Act.
Stay back. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Save Donald Trump's Ass Act. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
same.
basically what it
Right.
is. Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah, they don't
it's
wanna-
not doing
they
too well.
wanna
I don't
disenfranchise
think it's
women.
gonna. I don't think it's gonna pass. I really don't.
Well, it did it. It did it. They only got one vote. They only got 51 yesterday. They need 60, so it probably
Yeah, I
won't
don't think we'll
pass.
get it.
And you know, he's going to make all
Somebody's
kinds
going to
of.
open their wallet and pay off fucking 8 people.
Now, my question is, if this doesn't pass, what kind of stink is he going to make? Because you know this
Oh,
is
he's
his
going to make a
ultimate
big stink
goal.
about it because it's all about the midterms. To try to disrupt the midterms as much as he can, and if this doesn't work, he's going to try something else. That's
He'll
what
try
I'm worried
something
about.
else,
It's
right.
the something else.
That's what
that
I'm
he's
worried
gonna
about
try.
too.
Yeah,
Because if
I'm
we're in
putting shit
war,
past him.
if we are in an actual war, they can stop elections because of the war.
Well,
Look at Israel, same thing.
Only
we have a
Congress
history of
can
voting
declare
during
war.
wars.
Yeah.
What's that?
Only Congress can declare war.
Yeah, this is just
Well,
an
he
excursion.
doesn't care.
this
He
is-
doesn't care about subpoenas, court orders, or anything else. It's
Evidently,
like,
his
I'm
whole
gonna
damn
get a grant.
administration doesn't give a shit. about anything.
no.
That's
Therein
what Pam
lies-
They don't give
Bondi's
a shit
little
about
act
anything.
was about today.
This whole
You know.
country's being run by about 10 people. 10
And
people
they're all ass
are
lickers
running
to
this whole
Donnie.
country.
They're
Pretty
not
much.
running this country. They're I don't know what it is. They're just whatever the great
Donnie's
glorious
just
leader
the front
says.
man.
That's
He's
it.
the front man. He
He's
ain't
the
running
pawn.
this either.
And Stephen
He's the
Miller
pound
is
head on
right
a pound
behind
stone.
him. That
Oh,
little
they're-
ball-headed Pee-wee German is right behind him. Fucking Stephen Miller. That guy is the most evil human being.
Goebbels rebuilt.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Him and fucking Hegseth, the
Appreciate
three
that.
of them, that right there is the problem. Those three especially.
Oh,
And
Hegseth
Pam
was
Bondi.
raised up because of Peter Thiel.
It's
Yep.
all. Then you're back to South Africa again.
Hell, South Africa won't even take that
Oh, don't
fucker.
even talk about birth certificates, Stam, Gertrude. Don't
Oh
bring
yeah,
up that.
shit.
Oh, hey, John, speaking of
Eh.
that,
What?
you know what? I heard today that a guy was going through a list of the shit you don't have to pay for in China. So
Yeah.
if you buy a car, you pay one tax only. If you buy a house, you pay one tax and one tax only. You don't pay every single year for your fucking property. You don't pay every single year for your fucking vehicle. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they're happier people than we are,
Well, shit.
except for the Uyghurs.
Yeah. Oh boy, howdy.
Social communism, you know, it's kind of a good
And
program.
you couldn't get a
They're-
Chinese
they're
car.
fucking
You
national
couldn't get
parks.
you couldn't get a
That's the
Chinese
part of
car in the
socialism.
U.S. even if your life depended upon it. And they have those
Yep.
new BYD cars, electric cars that are by far better than Teslas that Europe is buying like crazy. You couldn't even get one of those. In fact, I understand that comparatively, their lowest price model is like $12,000. Their highest price model that even rivals the $80,000 Teslas is only $19,000. They
Canada's
are.
fixing to have them though.
They're
What's that?
Canada's
they're
getting-
Yeah.
Yeah, now I
They're
wonder if you
national
could get one
parks.
into Canada and then drive it across the
Yeah,
border.
That's what they're
Nope.
worried about.
Nope,
I would. You get my
The
drift though?
stallion.
I
Oh.
mean,
nope.
yeah.
They banned the
I mean,
registration.
there might be a
on them.
way
They
to
won't even
get
let
one
you
in the
register.
U.S. You notice how you haven't seen any running around on the fucking roadways in the
Mm.
United States. I haven't seen one yet. Have you?
Thank you, Irene.
No, they haven't passed the NTSB safety protocols, so they won't even allow them in America, even if you could.
No kidding. So it's an NTSB thing now, huh?
Yeah, but now
Yep.
they've taken away the emissions standards. So, I mean, that's one
But
thing
they're
out of
electric
the
cars.
way, right? Yeah.
They're
Well, they
electric
got to go through
cars.
the crash
Yeah.
tests and all the safety checks and all that, so the gas tank doesn't explode. The Ford Pinto only had was like 6 or 7 incidents of those things exploding when they got
Yeah, but
rear-ended.
That's all it
But
took.
you know how many Teslas have exploded?
a lot.
Like over 10,000 Teslas have caught fire just spontaneously.
and he hasn't paid a cent for cleanup from the LA fires
Hell
either.
no. Nothing.
Mm-mm-mm. Boy, howdy shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Boy,
see him
howdy
on the road
shit.
all the time. Hey, I want to thank David Cantu, who came in with a $2 donation and said, "Hola, amigos. Hola. Hola, my friend. Dale ese
Hola,
capa.
David.
Hola.
Hola." And Jake Sellers came in with $10 and said, "The last 250 years, everyone talks about is for white American men. The last 80 years of America was for all mankind in the world. It was and is the most important." At some point, you would think, Jake,
I like
We
that.
hope.
that we
We
would
hope
come
so.
to that realization and act.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I often talk about,
And for all.
when I want to get away from the news, a lot of times I go to Science Channel or the Outer Space
Yeah.
Channel, the Discovery Channel, whatever
Yep.
that talks about it, the universe and everything. And
Yep.
and that's
It's in a beautiful universe, isn't it?
it is, and we're just a small peon of a dot
Peon.
in
The
everything
little
that we
blue
have known.
speck.
The blue
and-
marble.
Yeah,
The blue speck. I love that Carl Sagan when he did that
Yeah.
whole talk
yeah, the
about
pale blue
the
dot.
3-minute thing about
Yeah.
the blue
Yeah.
dot, the pale blue dot. That is so beautiful.
Everything we've known in
what
history
he
is
wrote.
right here on this little planet, and we
Exists
are
right
destroying the shit out of it. And
That's why I
you
felt so
when you get
blessed
to a
to go work
serious
for
discussion
NASA.
about it, It
Yeah, why do you
doesn't
think I
bode
felt
well.
so blessed to work in astronomy here on Maui? I mean, I live in one of the most beautiful places and one of the most, light or, there
Yeah,
is no light out
no
here.
light
I
pollution.
mean, the observatories
Yeah,
out here is so dark and the
Yeah,
sky. I
mile
mean, when
away
I'm
up.
on
yeah,
top of Haleakala, I can literally almost touch the Milky Way. It's that
yeah.
close.
It
It looks
feels
that
that way,
close.
huh?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
beautiful. It's a beautiful fucking the space
yeah.
is beautiful around us. I mean, the planet's beautiful. If the people weren't so fucking ugly, this planet would be
If we weren't
lovely. You know
so
what I
hell
mean?
bent on
There's
destroying
a
it,
scientist
on
just
using it
murdered
up,
in his house
and
yesterday or today.
Yeah.
For what?
who?
Yesterday.
He was
But
just
it's
murdered
not.
because he was. Remember the shooting in Boston? I think it was Boston, Massachusetts last month. That was pioneering fusion technology.
Really?
And
Yeah,
then
good work.
they found yesterday the Los Angeles Sheriff's Office found another scientist dead in his fucking house.
That doesn't seem
Well,
right.
shit.
That doesn't
He was
seem right.
more of an
Yeah.
astronomer than he was a Scientologist.
Well, boy, howdy
Well,
shit. No telling
Scientologists.
what that's about. But
I have
we're
no
going to
use
wrap
for
it up for the evening.
Scientologists.
All right.
I want to thank everybody for coming in and joining the conversation. I want to thank Lady Freedom Rock. She already left, and but I appreciate her coming in and joining the conversation. Adrenaline Rush. Are you shitting me? Outstanding.
Thanks for having an impromptu show, John.
I appreciate y'all coming in on an impromptu show.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always
yeah.
a pleasure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all have a good night, Blue Dots.
you bet. Thank you,
All
bud.
right, you too.
And before we go on, I want to thank Nix, who came back in with another $10. Said, I may be racist. Humans are pretty horrible. I do make exceptions, but I defer. I definitely have a bias for your entire species. Outstanding, baby. I appreciate that. Yeah.
There
Well
you
said.
are.
We're all we got.
That's well
We're all
said.
we got. We're pretty horrible,
Yeah.
but that's it. There ain't nothing else. Anyway.
We are
Let me
who we
see
are.
Yep. Let me see here. Bill,
Yes.
thank you for coming
I
in,
didn't
brother.
get to say much. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
right. Didn't get to say too much, but that's okay. I did a lot of listening.
Well, yeah. Or sometimes you just got to stick your foot in the door here. So, but come back,
Especially when
brother.
I'm in
Come
the
back.
room. Especially when I'm in the room.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta
Shut
be
the
louder than
blabbermouth
a
up.
tire biter. You know, tire
Yeah.
biters are loud.
Loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
That's
Jorge,
an exception.
thank you, brother, for
Well,
coming
if I
in.
got something, to
Well,
say,
John,
I'll say it. That's for sure.
it's always lovely to be with you, my friend. You know, and,
How is the lovely Nan, by the way?
she is fabulous. She was here
Good.
this weekend
Good.
and
Good.
kind of taking care of me a bit.
Well,
And
somebody
I'm
needs
looking
to.
at I'm looking at a procedure next Wednesday,
Oh, shit.
and then we're gonna be on the comeback trail. You know,
Again.
once again,
And once again. Take
because
care of
never give
yourself.
up, never surrender.
That's right, brother.
Damn right.
That's right. Damn the
Hell
torpedoes, full speed ahead.
I-
You
I'm
adapt,
just-
you overcome, you move
I'm
forward.
just ornery, you know.
Yeah.
Ornery
That's it.
people don't go away.
That's right.
So
We don't want you to, brother.
anyway, I love you guys. I love
you
my
too.
Blue Dot family. Like, share, subscribe. Go
Yeah.
to the buy your you know, see the shirt I'm wearing, man. I got these
Yeah.
Blue Dot shirts, man. They're cool.
Cool. Get you a shirt.
Sweet.
I look really good in them too. You know,
Outstanding.
get
Jorge.
your
Well, you look good in everything.
Yeah,
All
there you
right.
go.
love
Jorge,
you guys.
take care of
Good night.
yourself, brother. Love you. And Fatty.
Man, what a great Wednesday. Here
Well,
I was thinking I was going to come home, just,
Chill.
watch some basic old boob tube, and there's shit dang old Blue Dots on the TV.
Say
I'll tell
that
you what.
one. Shit, yeah. Well, like I said,
I love it.
I hadn't done a damn thing since Sunday. And then we're going to go on
Yep.
with our regular show tomorrow night. Miss Chick will be with us and all that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Well, good
I-
on
I-
good
I
on you for
feel
taking
bad.
care of family, bro. Because
That's it.
there's not much we have in life, but when it comes to family, that's what we got, and that's who we take care
that's
of.
why
and
I'm here, brother. That's
how we
why
do
I'm
it.
here.
Fuck yeah,
This
bro.
Blue Dot
Fuck
family.
yeah.
And besides that,
You
it's
know it.
almost Ojeda time. Sammy's got to go.
It is.
Anyway,
It is indeed.
I want to thank Dangerous for coming in. What happened to him? He's gone. Anyway, Dangerous, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it tremendously. Anyway, we will be back here again tomorrow night for another Blue Dot Family Meeting. So until then, keep your ear to the news. It's got to be something more interesting than what's going on outside. Anyway, y'all take care of
Put on
yourself.
a big
I'm
old
about
smile.
worn out. I haven't slept in 2 nights, so I'm about to crap right out. So
Get some rest.
yeah, I need some. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see y'all again on Thursday. Y'all take care.